Good day, everyone. I am Allyssa Baterina, and together I am with.
Jorielle Cuevas and Janelle Cuevas.
We are here to present our project in Integrative Programming 1 under the supervision of Ma'am Lucita Gamboa. Throughout the semester, we have been tackling about PHP. PHP is a popular scripting language that is primarily used for web development. PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is designed to be embedded within HTML code, allowing developers to create dynamic web pages and interact with databases. It provides a wide range of features and functionalities for web development, such as handling form data, generating dynamic content, interacting with databases, and performing file operations. We have developed a basic web page titled Bean Boulevard with a sign up and login page, a navigation bar that includes the following options: Home, About, Products, Order, and a Logout button. In this project, our primary focus is on the connection between the HTML interface and the database, as well as the process of storing information within the database. To achieve this, we employ the server-side scripting language, which is PHP. PHP allows us to establish a connection to a database management system, such as MySQL. Through PHP, we can execute queries and interact with the database to store and retrieve data. When a user interacts with the web page, for instance, by submitting an order form, PHP handles the data processing. It collects the information from the form and securely passes it to the server. PHP then uses appropriate database functions and SQL queries to store the submitted data in the database. And now, here are the codes that is used that establishes connection with the database.
So here are the codes. For the connection.php, it establishes a connection to MySQL database using the MySQL connect function. For the functions.php, this is a code that checks if a user is logged in and retrieves their user data from the database. This function is used to check if the user is logged in on pages that require authentication. For the signup.php, this code creates a user registration form and inserts user details into a database if the form is filled out correctly. When the form is submitted with the post method, the script collects the user's first name, last name, email, password, and confirm password values from the form fields. The script also starts a session, includes two files, which is the connection.php and functions.php, and uses the MySQL query function to execute the MySQL query. For the login.php, it processes user login data submitted through a form. The script collects the user's email and password values from the form fields. It then checks if both the email and password fields have been filled out correctly. If the validation passes, it queries the database to check if there is a user with the matching email and password, then directs you to the home.html. If the validation fails, it displays an error message, invalid email or password, if the query returns no rows or if the user data returned by the query does not match the submitted email or password, or it will display an error message. Please enter both email and password if the fields are empty. Home.html. This code creates a web page with a header, navigation bar, and image slider. The web page also has a section with three images and descriptions of the cafe services, the dine-in, take-out, and delivery. About.html. This code is for a web page about a cafe named Bean Boulevard that includes information about the mission, vision, history, and founders. The page is divided into sections with headers and paragraphs and has a navigation bar with links to other pages. The founders are introduced with names, pictures, and a brief description. Products.html. This code is for a web page displaying a coffee shop's product menu with three sections: hot beverages, cold beverages, and bakery items. each with images and names of products. The page has a header with a navigation bar, a slogan for the coffee shop, and a footer with a message to order. Order.php. This code handles an order form for a cafe website that connects to a MySQL database using MySQLi. It retrieves selected hot and cold beverages, pastries, full name, address, email, and phone number from the form submission, converts them into strings, and inserts the information into the orders table in the database. If the form is submitted and it has valid information, it will display a success message. Logout.html. This is an HTML code for a thank you page that includes a message of appreciation to the user for visiting the website and invites them to log in again.
For our database, here's the users table that is used in the sign up and login form. And here's the orders table that is used in the orders form.
And now we will present to you the output. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.